Hey guys, if you want to learn how to make this Peruvian chicken right here, then stick around and watch my video because we're going to get into this recipe. Now, this chicken right here is a Peruvian chicken. I used to make it all the time. Everybody always wanted to order it a couple times over. Some customers whenever I did catering, and now I'm going to share it with y'all. So let's get into the recipe. Now here is the chicken marinade. If you have the time and you can let your chicken marinate for 24 hours, that would be better. But if you don't, at least an hour to 2 hours would be good. Say like if you can do it before you go to work and pop it in the fridge and just let it chill out until you get home, that would be fine too. Alright, so I'm just putting in a tablespoon of cumin right there. Well, actually, I'm doing two because I was going to double this recipe. And then I forgot that I was going to double the recipe and give half to my neighbor next door, but I was showing her how to make it and I totally went retarded. But it's 1 tablespoon of cumin and 1 tablespoon of paprika. And yes, I did put in 2 tablespoons of paprika here because remember I was going to double it. But me and her was too busy talking and I just got sidetracked. And then I forgot that I was recording. I know, I'm a hot mess. But it's okay. But if you do have a 5 or 6 pound chicken, then the measurements that I'm giving you right now will be enough, okay? So it's going to be 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of paprika, okay, which is what I just got in doing. And then you're going to put in 2 teaspoons of garlic and onion powder, okay? And now I'm going to do my onion powder. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of that as well. There it is. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. See, I'm too busy talking. Quit talking, woman. Okay, and then you're going to put in a teaspoon of oregano, a half teaspoon of pepper, a half teaspoon of salt, okay, 2 teaspoons of lime juice. I would use fresh over the jarred stuff. I mean, I don't really use the jar stuff. I always use the fresh. And then you're going to put in 3 tablespoons of evoo, okay. Now, the way that I did it whenever we did it for catering, we mixed everything up in a blender, and then we just let it go, and then we just poured it all over the chicken underneath the skin and everything. But whenever you go to baste it, like after you already putting your chicken in the oven and it's cooking, it's giving you all that nice juice. Okay, you're going to want to get you a syringe, like a Tony Chachery syringe or something like that. And you're going to take the juice and push it into your breast. Okay, now here's one thing different that I did not do in catering. I did add in a packet of my sazon. That is, it's not it's not the yellow one, it's the red one. Okay, it will say annato on it. And then here I am just putting in the oregano. But I already told you all the measurements. So just follow the measurements and that'll be just fine. That'll work out to you. That'll work out for you. So just do that. Or if you want to, you can add a little bit more olive oil, vegetable oil, avocado oil, just a light neutral color oil. You can make it a little bit more thinner and just do it with a syringe and then put it in your chicken breast as it's marinating. I've done it that way too. And but honestly, just putting it under the skin and letting it marinate for 24 hours was good enough for us, for me and my family. And that's the way that I did it whenever I did catering as well. I mean, it's not going to mess up with the flavors in there. And I know there's like lime juice in there, which is acidic, and it'll help make your chicken really, really tender. And you'll see at the end, well, I think I accidentally edited it out, but like I went to go cut off a piece of the chicken leg and the whole thigh and leg just came off. It just started falling apart. So It's nice. It was nice and juicy, and it had a lot of flavors. Okay, and then I just went in my lime juice, and now I'm just gonna mix it up really good, and then I'm gonna smother it all over my chicken. Okay. Now I did spatchcock my chicken. I didn't cook it whole or anything. I just spatchcocked it, and I usually do this on a grill, but today I just did it in the oven. And I'm just cutting off that little tail end there. And then I also go in and take, because it had like a big, huge fat cap. See it? And I just snip that right on off. So if you want to snip yours off too, go ahead. If you want to leave it on there, go ahead, you do you. If you don't want to spatchcock it and you want to roast the whole thing, then adjust your cooking time. Okay, mine cooked for about an hour and 15 minutes instead of the whole 70 minutes, but my oven is newer, so yeah, take that into consideration too. So, but I did cook it at 400 degrees, okay, for an hour and a half, well, hour and 15 minutes, and then I let it rest for 30 minutes, and I did put foil over it. Now I'm just cutting out the backbone. I kept this in because I wanted to show anybody who might be new to cooking on how to spatchcock it. You're just going to follow up the back of the bone. That's all you're doing, is taking the back out. And don't throw that back away, because I save all my backbones and my wing tips and stuff like that. And I make my fur babies some good bone broth with it, and they love it. So you can use it to make bone broth, stock, whatever you want to make with it. If you want to cheat and use your chicken bones you know, to make whatever, you can go ahead and do that. Now my chicken was still like a little bit frozen when I was cutting this. Like, it was defrosted, but that back part right there was giving me some issues, because this hasn't happened in like years, but this chicken still had like the neck, the heart, the gizzards, and the liver in there. So I did pull those out, and I did save those, and I gave those to my fur babies for their little dinner. Now see, there's that little back, and the reason I keep moving it, because I'm trying to find a way to be able to record it and be able to cut that out, and I had to keep pushing my little Oreo out the way, because she was literally trying to take off with my chicken. She was trying to take off with my chicken. She was like, "Give it to me, mama." All right, and there it is. We got our chicken back out, and I'm just cutting off another fat piece. Excuse me. And yeah, I know I always cough. I have year-round allergies. It's okay. Oh, I was just pulling out some little liver bits that was still attached to it, and I'm too busy talking. I'm telling my neighbor what I use those for. Now we're just going to flip her over, okay? You see that little breast? We're going to break that breastbone right there. So just put pressure in between those breasts until you hear it pop. Did you see it jump? It cracked those, that breastbone, so it's able to lay there, flat. Now, I was thinking about going in and taking that part out, but I just said, you know what, I'm not going to do all that. All that is just holding the, okay, whenever you have the breast, you cut that off, and you have the tenderloins under it. That's where it is. All right. Now, I forgot to hit record because I was too busy talking when I was putting my marinade on her. All right. Put my marinade all up on her. I did the underside as well. That meat side, I did all in there too. I did under the skin. I went up underneath them chicken titties, and I put it all in there on that chicken thigh. I got it all up in there really good. Okay. And then I'm going to, I think it already passed, because now I'm cleaning up my pan, getting ready to put it in the oven. And I did put it in the oven at 400 degrees for an hour and 15 minutes. Now this is the green sauce. Okay, this Peruvian chicken, we always served it with the green sauce. So it is 2 jalapenos, 2 cloves of garlic, 3/4 of cup of cilantro, 2 teaspoons of evoo, a third a cup of mayonnaise, but I don't like mayonnaise, so I use this Mexican table cream, 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. I used apple cider vinegar, half teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of lime juice, and a teaspoon of lime zest. Wow, that is a mouthful. But yes, put all that into either a blender or one of those little things that, like what I have. I was just using my little one today because I didn't feel like breaking out my big one, because for one, it's in the cabinet that I can't reach. So I just grabbed my little one. It's fine. It got the job done. Now I'm just adding in my Mexican table cream, which is just sour cream. So if you don't like mayonnaise, you can use yogurt, you can use sour cream, or you can use the table cream like how I am. You just need to have something in there. I mean, I haven't tried it with just the cilantro and the peppers, but it's probably good. But the table cream, because I only took peppers out of one of my jalapenos and left, I took the peppers. I only took the seeds out of one of my jalapenos instead of doing them in both. So I needed something to kind of calm down the heat, so to speak. Now we're just gonna press that button and we're gonna get it going. I'm too busy cleaning. Quit cleaning, woman, and hit the dang button. Oh yeah, and I also did add like 3 chops of that Mexican green onion right there. That's normally not in there, but I had it, so I said, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and use it, because I used it for tacos and that's what I had left over. And here her is. Now you can make it as smooth as you want to, but I like mine a little bit chunky. I don't like it too smooth. I like it a little bit chunky. So that's how I made it. And then this is our chicken when we pulled it out of the oven. And no, it's not burnt. No, it's not burnt. I forgot to move my rack down, and my chicken titties was a little too close to the top. But it's okay. It was still good. My breast was not dried out. It was nice and juicy. Had a good flavor. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good. Now I made this, I did make a yellow rice to go with it, and I made a cucumber avocado salad to go with it. Yes, I did. Bam! And there's my plate. And I'm telling you, I'm about to eat this up because this was so good. The sazon gives it a nice color, some extra flavor in there. And also, I usually serve it with red pickled onions, but I didn't. My husband, we just weren't feeling it, so I didn't make any of it. But I hope y'all try it. Have a good one. Bye.